Umbrella Academy Season 4 closed the story with a rather emotional ending, but it also left too many unanswered questions. Many fans were expecting significant revelations, but the season chose to ignore everything. That's why we're here. Today on Charlietales, we'll talk about all those questions the show never answered, and we'll also look at things that don't make sense in the season. Ready? Let's go! Let's start with the first question. What happened to Sloane? Sloane was a student at the Sparrow Academy, whom we met in Season 3. During that story, she fell in love with Luther, and they even ended up getting married. At the end of that season, the universe was reset, and everyone returned, except for Sloane. In Season 4, we are never told where she went. Analyzing a bit, we can understand that Sloane disappeared when the universe was reset, meaning she was never born in this new reality. We can understand that. But the real problem is that Season 4 does nothing to deal with Sloane's disappearance. Luther does mention her, but very little. We are never shown what Luther did to try to find her, or how he suffered because of her disappearance. Luther really loved Sloane, but in the new season, they just tell us he accepted her death, and that's it. This just seems like a cheap way to erase a character. The show could have used Sloane's disappearance to give Luther good character development, but no, they simply erased her. Let's move on to the next question. What happened to the second Ben? If we recall, Season 3 ended with the universe's reset, and the protagonist returned without powers in a new world. This group already included one Ben, who belonged to the Sparrow Academy. However, the post-credits scene showed what seemed to be a second Ben on a train, reading a book. This scene sparked a lot of speculation, but now in Season 4, they simply forgot about the whole issue of the two Bens. Only one appears, and this one recognizes the Umbrella heroes. So we can understand that this is the same Ben who was at Hotel Oblivion and accompanied them in the universe's reset. Therefore, the Ben on the train is not mentioned in any way. However, after investigating a bit, I was surprised. Steve Blackman, the showrunner of the series, gave an interview where he explained the whole situation. According to him, there were never two Bens. This Ben we see on the subway is the same Ben from the Sparrow Academy, the same one who returned with the protagonists. It's just that this scene happened sometime later, after the end of Season 3. And what does the scene mean? According to the showrunner, the whole scene was a foreshadowing of what would happen in Season 4. The smart-looking Ben means he is planning his cryptocurrency scam here. Remember that in Season 4, he was imprisoned for this situation, and the train was a foreshadowing of the multiversal train that Number 5 encountered this season. In other words, the post-credit scene of Season 3 was never literal, but served as a symbolic foreshadowing. This is the official answer. A bit disappointing, but at least now we have a clear understanding of everything about the second Ben. What happened to Allison's husband? In Season 2, we were introduced to Raymond, a good man who met Allison in the 1960s. They fell in love over time and got married. Their relationship was very good, but Allison left him when she returned to her original time. In the future, Allison looked for him, but Ray had passed away due to old age. The love between these two characters was so powerful that at the end of Season 3, Allison betrayed her siblings to rewrite history with Raymond. Allison used the universe reset to be reborn with a happy family, alongside Raymond and her daughter in a new universe. Unfortunately, in Season 4, we are told that Ray simply left. It's not clear whether he died or abandoned them. The series eliminated the character in a very simplistic way. Ray is never mentioned again, and it's a shame because Season 4 ends with Allison sacrificing herself to save the world and her daughter. If they had kept her husband, we could have had a very emotional farewell. The next question is, who was the creator of the universe? Umbrella Academy establishes that the universe had a creator, and this is who planted several of the elements we encountered in the series. In Season 3, Reginald tells us that Hotel Oblivion was a front for a machine that controls reality, and this machine was built by the creator of the universe. This is not an interpretation. Reginald literally mentions a creator of the universe. With that in mind, we can reason that this creator designed other elements of the universe, for example the marigold particles, which were later discovered by Hargreaves' wife. These powerful particles are the foundation of the universe and serve to alter reality itself. We can understand that this same creator designed the multiversal train that Number 5 discovered this season, but we return to the question, who is this creator of the universe? The series already introduced his existence and showed us several of his works. The logical thing was that in this final season, we could see this creator, but the topic is not touched upon at all, and it's a real shame because the season could have given us something incredible on this subject. Why did Luther regain his gorilla body? In this new season, the protagonists regained their powers by consuming the marigold particles. But why did Luther regain his gorilla body? Remember that Luther's power was never having a gorilla body. His power was super strength. In Season 1, we were told that Luther was severely injured on a mission. To save his life, Reginald injected him with an experimental serum, which gave him the gorilla body. So this appearance was not due to the marigold particles. Therefore, it doesn't make any sense that Luther regained his gorilla body this season after ingesting the particles. What does Reginald look like? The series has already revealed a lot about Reginald's past. We already know he is an alien who arrived on Earth many years ago. We are also made clear that his human appearance is just a mask. In one episode, we were even shown his real form, but only from the back. Many fans were left wanting to see his true appearance from the front. But unfortunately, that was also left out. At least we can get an idea of what he looked like thanks to the comics, in which Hargreaves is also an alien. Why did Jennifer come out of a squid? In this season, we were introduced to Jennifer, a girl who has particles called Durango inside her. These seek to merge with Ben's marigold to cause the apocalypse. But the strangest thing about this girl is how she is introduced. One day, out of nowhere, she appeared inside a giant squid. We are never told how she got there, or where the squid came from. If you ask me, the only logical answer I can think of is that Jennifer is an element from another universe that accidentally slipped into this one. Remember that the season tells us that universes are intertwining, and that's why objects from other realities appear in this one. For example, the marigold particles that appeared out of nowhere simply slipped in from another universe. With that in mind, we might think Jennifer did the same. She simply arrived from another universe by accident, and this caused her to appear by coincidence inside the squid. But of course, this is just my theory. I honestly have no idea how she got there. I'd love to hear your theories. Who placed the notebook that number 5 found on the multiversy train? In the season, number 5 and Lila got lost on the multiversal train. They couldn't find their way back home, but one day number 5 found a notebook with the exact path to their dimension. Who placed this notebook? We might think that some variant of number 5 put the notebook there, but that would be strange. How would a variant know the exact path to our hero's dimension? And assuming there was a variant with this information, why would they leave the notebook here? How would they know that our number 5 would find it someday? Honestly, it seems like a somewhat forced plot device to resolve the situation. And those are all the questions I could think of. If I missed mentioning something, please let me know in the comments. What other question from Umbrella Academy was left unanswered by Season 4? I look forward to your comments. But anyway, that's all for today. If you liked the video, you would help me a lot by leaving a like. That would be legendary. Also, remember to subscribe because I'll be uploading more videos about your favorite movies. Thanks for listening. My name is Charlie, and I'll see you in the future.